An empath, a curse, a gift, or a superpower? Are you an empath? What even is an empath? Hello, my name is Nicolette, and I am no expert in empaths or empathic abilities. However, I do want to share with you my own personal experience in being an empath, how I discovered it, how I honed in on my skills, and what I use to protect myself. This all started in my 30s when I had some health issues, and it forced me to go on a healing journey. I tried many different things: Western medicine, chiropractic, acupuncture, and many different things. I finally ended up figuring out that hypnotherapy was working for me. When I went through hypnotherapy, it kind of opened up my world to many different things and unlocked a lot of things within me that I didn't know were there. One of those things was I was always kind of a feeler and emotional. And I always noticed that people would come up to me and kind of tell me their life stories. It's like they confided in me. They felt like they could trust me and just tell me whatever it is that was going on in their lives. Perfect strangers actually happened all the time. What I started noticing is that I was feeling a lot more things within me that were actually not mine. Well, I didn't realize at the time, but I had like a lot of emotions running through me that didn't seem to fit with me. I talked to my hypnotherapist about it, and he said, well, you're an empath. I'm like, what is an empath? I didn't even understand what that meant. So I went on a journey. I started doing some research on it and realized that empaths are basically people that can feel things, feel emotions, sense people's energies. They can see their auras or their light. They can hear things like messages for them. They can even feel things from animals. But anyway, it's something that you feel that's outside of you that's coming from somewhere else. So with this, I thought, oh my gosh, this is a curse. How do I stop it? Because I can't even hardly deal with my own emotions, much less have to deal with somebody else's emotions. But he helped me. He actually kind of helped me figure out some skills to hone in on that. So what he told me is, when you feel an emotion, check in with your body on where it's at. So there was like either 3 kind of areas that he told me that they would be at. One of them is the head, the other one is the heart, and the other one is the gut. So what I would do is I would go in to my body, check within myself and see if it was head, heart, or gut. Then it took a step further and said, okay, now when you figure out where it's at in your body, then you ask, is it mine or is it theirs? Theirs meaning anybody else's but mine. So I started doing that. Now, you don't really have to like analyze it or figure out whose it is or where it's coming from or anything like that. All you have to do is figure out whether it's yours or somebody else's. Now, when you start practicing that, you'll start really kind of discovering more and more where it's coming from and all that. But in the beginning, just awareness is super important. Now, as you practice that, you'll start getting better and better at it. And what I started to discover is that you can actually, once you figure out that it's not yours, you can visually in some way give it back to the person that it belongs to. Or if that doesn't work, you can also give it up to God, the universe, or the higher powers that be, and ask them to take it. Again, awareness is key. So once I figured out those skills, I actually started getting better and better at it. Now, there are things that you can do to protect yourself, because in the beginning, again, it felt very overwhelming. It was a lot of energy coming at me. It's almost like when you realize it, then the skill becomes more intense. So I got things to protect myself. A lot of this comes through your solar plexus, which you can either use like salt, like use Vaseline and put salt on it, or you can use an abalone shell. You can also visualize being surrounded in a white bubble of light that's protecting you. You can go for a walk in nature, go out in nature, which tends to like help reset you. You can also do meditation, which resets your body and your mind. There's many other things that you can do to reset your body. But again, just being aware of who it is coming from, whether it's yours or somebody else's, is really pretty amazing when you figure it out. Now, in the beginning, again, I thought this was a curse, and I was pretty nervous about it. But once you start really kind of paying attention to your skill and learning more and more, I started seeing it as a gift rather than a curse. The beauty of being an empath, I have learned, is that it's made me a lot more compassion and understanding of others, what they're going through in their own walk of life. And you know, everybody's got things going on in their lives. And if they're having a bad day, it's not about you ever. It's about what they're going through at that particular time. The gift that I see now in being an empath is that even if they're having a bad day, I could literally send them some energy, or sometimes even if I feel it, give them a message that they may need to hear. Every superhero goes through a learning phase where they start to hone in on their skills and figure out how to get more powerful and better. I believe everybody has a superpower within them, and it's just a matter of finding it and honing in on it, learning as much as you can on it, and helping yourself first with those skills. And then hopefully in the future, you can help other people as well. Thank you for listening and watching this video. I hope it helped you learn something about empathic abilities or empaths. And if you like this video and you want to watch more in the future, please subscribe on my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram and Facebook. They are listed below in the comments. And again, I hope you have an amazing, fantastic day. Remember, you matter, you are loved, you are amazing.